Yes, 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 yes. Yo! Big shout out to everybody. Big shout out to everybody tuned in. It is the good, the bad, the ugly with me, Botswana Poppy, and Joe Blackman. Don't worry about where KG is. We told KG what Lissandro Martinez said to Adama Traore. Go to the gym, fam. You know, we
He's trying to keep on that fitness regime right now. So he's out there trying to get them steps up before Owen and that. And so let him do his thing. How are
right.
you lovely people though this week? Hope everybody's been fine. Sorry you had to wait for us. We just been a little busy trying to get some things together.
Yes, yes, yes. And you know what? We're here. We're here. That's what matters. And also big up to all the legends that are in the chat. We're looking at you, Brush. We're looking at Shay. Well, Brush, big up to you, fam.
Mm, yeah, boo brush.
he, he's in cell block 2. So big up to Brush in cell block 2. Big up to Abdullah. Big up to
Crash. Big up
Crash.
for Crash for calling us out.
Yo, Crash. Big shout out to you, fam. Thank you for being here. Big up to Just Kicks. Big up to LMS. Shout out to you, Ivan in the building, and Javed and Lil Huncho. Everybody, man. Hope that you have been having a wonderful Saturday. Yeah, we're here. It's the good, the bad, the ugly. We have some stuff to talk about, but we also want to hear your voices, your opinions, your thoughts about what's good, what's bad, what's ugly this weekend for you guys. And Joe, how you doing? First of all,
I'm doing pretty good. You know what? Happy.
yeah,
Obviously, this weekend couldn't have gone. It could have gone a little better, but
yeah,
you know what? I'm happy for a win to start off the weekend. What more can you say in it?
you
We
know.
were top of the league for a day. I enjoyed it. You get me?
Joshua Zexi was top goal scorer, I mean, still is. Everybody's got it's one goal. So, what we're good. We're good. I'm glad you're feeling good too. Yeah, man. I'm also in that space where I'm like, it was time for us to get the job done. We did it, and it was a nice way for us to watch all the other games after we got our thing done. Yeah, big shout out to all the Manchester United fans around the world, around that I have been sort of also just waiting in anticipation for the beginning of the season, because we're now really much more or less underway. And I think tomorrow there's 2 more games, and then on Monday it's 1 more game, and then game week 1 of 38 is done, just like that. Yeah.
No, we're still on the subject, bro. We should have just gone. You feeling good? I'm feeling good. Let's start with the good. The good
Oh,
is
bow,
the
bow,
fact.
bow, 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 bow,
Yes, get it, bow.
Get it, Xerxes.
Yes. But it's not exactly Xerxes, yeah. It's the fact that we got the big 3 points. Like the thumbnail says, the headline of the show is big 3 points.
Yes.
I love that we got these 3 points. We secured, like I said, we secured top place for a day. So the way it seems to me is that at least we got the job done. We're not far behind anybody. We're only lacking behind on goal difference at the moment. It'd be worse if we had lost the game or drawn the game, because the way it was looking towards the end, we weren't certain if we was going to get a goal or not. So
yeah,
it's the only thing that gives me some inspiration that we can still compete. Yeah. And I think things would only get better. Things will only get better.
Yeah. The moment when we saw Scott McTominay coming in, and there was that moment like, oh, is this gonna be another 0-0, or is it gonna be it wasn't looking good for a second, but we got the job done. I'm so happy about that. What's bad, Joe? What's bad?
The bad, it kind of leads to what you were saying, actually. What you just said, the fact that you saw Scott McTominay come on, right? And we've been talking about him, about, he might be leaving. There's another person that we were talking about might be leaving as well, is Jadon Sancho, right? But he weren't there. But Jadon Sancho, not there. Not there.
Where was Sancho? Joe Ten Hag was asked about Jadon Sancho. He said pretty much just that, Jadon Sancho, here is how he phrased it. He said, let me actually just quote Eric Ten Hag, because I do not like paraphrasing by any means, especially when it's like something important and delicate like this. Because you know, it was a little bit of a surprise that he wasn't there. He said, "Why Sancho out? Jaden in the week had an ear infection and was not 100% fit. He could play, but we made choices. That can change. There will be a decision, survival of the fittest. I can only put 20 players in the squad." Now, from that little sort of excerpt,
Uh, yo, he's a liar. We all know Ten Hag's a liar. And what you saying? Jaden Sancho can't bring in a signal. Yeah,
wait. Hold on.
either
You're
way,
saying,
this is more steps to showing us that he's definitely going. And Scott McTominay's a maybe. You're going, bro. You are
are you
leaving.
are you saying Ten Hag was fabricating?
I ain't gonna say nothing. Yes. Look, these are allegedly.
Allegedly. You know what? It must have been like an ear infection because he was not
I bet
listening
it was.
properly. He was not listening
Yeah,
to training instructions. You know, I mean, we all know honestly that, like, on a serious note, that like Jadon Sancho, there was this interest from PSG, and we know that Ugarte, we also interested in Ugarte, and at the end of
there's
the
a
day,
surprise Barcelona move as well. Some
yeah,
heard a couple of fan channels talking about as well that there should be a surprise Barcelona move.
it could,
So
you know.
including Delit, not Delit, sorry, including what's his name, Frankie De Jong.
Frank,
So
no, please, no, Frankie, no,
haven't
Frankie,
you heard? Oh, haven't you heard? This is it's a possibility. Yeah. So
man. I, I'm done with Frankie. But
no,
anyway, listen. What I want to highlight about what Ten Hag said, you see what Jameson is saying, Ten Hag with the half truths. What I want to say is Ten Hag used a word twice that is recurring right here. He said he's not 100% fit, and then he said survival of the fittest. Does that mean like he's just saying that Sancho is just
he's
not
telling
gonna
you if you
survive?
can't be fit, you can't tell me, oh, I'm off with an ear infection. Air infection. Oh, come on, bro. We've
Yeah,
seen people play through. We've
yeah.
we've seen people play through broken toes, and you have to use your foot to kick the ball. So if I can play for broken toe, fam, why, bro? I got an ear infection. I can't play. But I don't. Anyway, that's all I'm gonna say on that because allegedly, I don't believe. I don't believe him. This story, I don't believe this story at all. Forget saying
Mhm.
allegedly. I don't believe the story. I believe that Ten Hag's making it up, or Jadon Sancho's making it up, or the club just said this in order to, smooth over the fact that they're really just trying to get rid of Jadon Sancho soon, and they don't want him to get injured in a match. That
Yeah.
could be it too. Anybody thought that? It's just a story, so everything stays smooth, and all the other, teams are still going to want to buy him. Like if he gets injured, it could be a problem.
The part about it is like I don't know if it's like the inner ear, the middle ear. I'm out here, Joe, trying to figure out
Cheers.
what are the common causes of ear infections. Is it like playing PlayStation with your headset on? Like what is it?
Yeah.
What?
You know what? You know what? Moving on. We're moving
Okay,
on. Now. Shut up.
that's ugly.
So
That's the word. Yeah.
ugly is the fact that we couldn't get more points than these suckers.
Damn.
Yeah. It's not more points. Everybody out here scored more goals than us. That's the
Yeah.
only reason that we're under.
Yeah.
The only reason that we're under all of these teams, including Brighton, is because we couldn't score more goals. Do we have a problem with scoring goals?
The short answer is yes, Joe. If you look at that game, we should have actually had at least 3 goals, but we just couldn't convert some of the chances, Joe. Like that's the part that like I don't want to say like cast a negative light and say, all right, we should be worried, but it is a cause for concern that all our rivals, Arsenal, like you just mentioned, Liverpool, they got 2 goals. Man, even Brighton, who's not really a rival, scored 3 goals. Why
Mhm.
can't we score more than one goal to just put the game to bed, especially against mid-table Mendham? We should be able to kill off teams that are just, that are not top six. This was not like Man United versus like Man City, you know, you know.
Okay,
So
maybe I asked the obvious question. No shit, Sherlock. People have been saying this for the last 5 seasons. Laugh out loud. I get it. I understand. But what I'm saying is, do you know what? Does that mean that we're still not ready then? Or do you trust the strike force that we have already available? Do you think that they will improve throughout the season? Or are we just, is this what it is? Is this what it is?
you know, you
And we're
know,
just going to have to hope for the goals come from somewhere else.
bro, we were making chances. We were coming up with dangerous opportunities, as much as like also Fulham did have some moments where they were looking good at the, look at that. How can we not convert that, Joe? How are you going to
At
explain
pass.
that's like 93rd minute we could have made it 2-0.
At pass. And Rashford is obviously suffering from doesn't want to shoot. Itis. I don't know. He's scared. I don't know. Something's wrong with him at the moment. He doesn't want to score. Like he doesn't want to shoot. He doesn't want to let people down. I think he's got that fear in him at the moment, and he's not confident. Yeah. Look at
Mhm.
where he is. Why the hell did he not shoot?
No, no. Here's the thing. I feel like this is what I could be wrong. Speculation, just moment. Like I feel like Rashford wanted to initially shoot, but then he listened. He heard Ruud van Nistelrooy's voice about you have to look for the
That's
extra
cool.
pass, and then he
This is
passed
the
it.
wrong time.
But it was not a confident pass. Garnacho had to scramble. It was like to try
He
and
had two
really.
thoughts in his head. You know, the natural thing he was gonna shoot, and then the second thought was, "Oh, I should pass." Right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then scuff the pass, and then there you go. He wasn't ready for the pass. He wasn't ready to make the pass in the first place. He saw the opportunity. He was going to bam, bam. Which on this opportunity, I actually think he should have done. By the way, yeah,
Yeah.
I can't really. It was a terrible pass.
On your opinion, okay, there are some people. I had a conversation
It could have been
yesterday.
the right pass, Jameson. Yeah, but the pass wasn't that good. It was behind Ganacho. He was
So,
running in.
so thank you, Jameson, for bringing up what I was just wanted to ask Joe. So, do you say for all blame goes on Rashford for that moment? Why it wasn't too, or some blame goes to Garnacho? Where do you stand on this, and how much?
A little bit, but okay. Put it this way: if Garnacho had scored that goal from the pass, everybody has said Garnacho saved that goal, like made that goal because that ball was behind him. Do you know, like when someone does the extra thing to get a goal, bro? That was a hard ball to collect. Think about what happened. If you're running in, you don't want the ball passed to you in a straight line. You need it put in front of you, don't you? You're coming
True,
to meet the ball.
true, true,
It's bro,
true.
it's simple football.
I
But
I I, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, but
he
this
should have slowed down a bit. But we can't replay it right now. So look,
we
anyway,
can't
I want to try and get the
play.
callers in while we're talking. I'm gonna put the link in the chat.
Yeah, look at this. Look at Ganacho though. You see why Jameson saying is this is all on Ganacho? Like, how do you not
So
score from
you know what?
this? There's not.
Okay, I like it that it's a still, right? But you have to think about momentum. He was running, although he should have kind of stopped there, to be honest, because where else is Rashford gonna
Are
pass
you
it?
tracking
And he
back?
probably know,
No,
but
he's
no, he probably
tracking
thought
back.
Rashford was gonna pass it behind it. I can't. Can you see my mouse? You can't
No,
see my
no,
mouse, can you?
no.
So if you was passing the ball from where Rashford is standing, yeah, wouldn't you expect the ball to go behind the keeper? Think about it. You wouldn't expect it to go there. He had to pull up the brakes and stop to collect that ball.
Uh, this is the thing where I'm conflicted. So okay, Ganacho. This is what I'm gonna say. Ganacho should have taken a touch.
Wait a second. People need to stop saying I'm high. I'm not high. I have eye condition. Look, let me get closer for you. Come here.
I infection.
Eye condition.
Oh Lord, oh Lord, all right. We believe you, Joe. It's all good. It's all good.
I have big eye condition. Yeah. Well, yes.
but like
Listen.
The link is in the chat, by the way. Anybody that wants to call in and give us your thoughts on this situation or just in general, everything that has happened this week. I'm curious, we're curious what your thoughts are. But for me, Garnacho should have like slowed down. You have a time to even take another touch, put it onto your dominant foot and boom, that's all you need to do right there in that moment. But it is what it is. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button before we take the calls in, by the way. Joe, we have to read a super chat from Emma. Big shout out to Emma, by the way, saying unsuccessful hate watch today, but made some euros today. And yesterday, Xerxes won me 500 euros.
Bow.
Hey, big shout out to Emma, and thank you for sharing some of that pie, bro. Like that's 500 is amazing. Big up to you for making that, and also for the donation as well for the super chat. We appreciate you, Emma. Yeah, let's welcome some people in here and see what they say. By the way,
I'm just gonna do it in order. The man that always seems to turn up first a lot of the time. Crash, what you saying, bro?
What's good?
Yo, we're
No.
good. Crash.
Yo, Joe Blackman, you are a lucky man, You are a very lucky man.
Oh, cool.
Remember that chance from Mason Mount yesterday? And he should have buried it. You're a lucky man. You're a lucky man.
Even if you scored,
no, listen.
I was watching going, even if you scored it, bro, what was going to happen after that? You think it's going to keep on getting played?
Of course. That's how we're playing right now until everybody gets fit. So I expect them to get better on the ball. Yeah, until everybody gets fit. Because remember, the Ligt is still not fit yet. Mazarawi, even though he played for 60 minutes, he's still not fit yet. What's his name? Rasmus is obviously injured. Yoro's injured. So we still have a lot of players who are coming back. And even Bruno, he's not fit. And also, going back to that Garnacho talk and Rashford talk that you guys were talking about, I think it's both of their faults. First of all, Rashford should have had enough confidence to shoot the ball right there to get the goal. But he passed it. Since he passed it, it's not in his hands anymore. It's now with Garnacho. And Garnacho should have done better since there was literally no one in front of him, no one in front of the goal. He should have scored that. But what I'm going to say is, I don't listen. What I'm going to say is, I don't blame either one of them because Bruno had 2 chances in the first half that he should have scored. He didn't score. Same thing with Mount. He had a chance in the second half that he should have scored. He didn't score. So that's all on the team. My good is we won the game yesterday. We got 3 points, and we're looking better on the ball and off the ball. That's my good. My bad is we don't know how to finish. As a team, we are really bad at finishing. We need strikers in the team, and Xerxes came in and he showed that. He said, hey, give me the ball and I'll finish. And he did just that. His first chance in the game, he scored it. And that's all you need. You need somebody who's clinical on the ball, and you need someone who can take those chances that we missed yesterday and turn them into goals. And we need somebody like that badly. So those are my good and bad. The ugly for me is it's obvious that we still have a long way to go. Is like we're not going to be a well-oiled machine by the 5th game of the season. I don't think so. I think it's going to take at least 10 to 15 games for us to really see what the squad could do, like completely as a full team. Because remember, it's not just players who come in and leave due to injury or anything like that. It's the entire team working together as a machine. As you saw how Liverpool did today, how they dispatched Ipswich. Even though Ipswich was the better team, they still got the job done. Yeah. Same thing with Arsenal. Arsenal was obviously the best team against Wolves, but they played good as a unit and they got the job done as well. So again, it's right there. We need stability. We need to have these players fully fit. And I think by September, we might actually see them play really good football. So.
Crash, you're willing to wait till September when
yeah, of course, bro. Listen, this is the first, bro. This is
Brighton has a new manager. They scored 3 goals today.
Yes, because they already know how to play the system that he's playing with them. It's not a new system. Brighton are not playing a new system. They're playing the same system that De Zerbi was playing, and they're doing it good. Those players already know how to play that system. This is the same system that Tanaka's been trying to put into the team since last season and the season before, but these players just couldn't understand it. And now we're getting even more signings who've played this system that he's playing already, and it's going to take some time. It's not something that immediately gels well together like that. We're not. It's like the same thing, like I said with Liverpool. Like I said this morning on stream when we were doing the hate along, I said that the reason why Liverpool could win the game is because it's not because they know how to play what's his name, slot style. They don't know how to play slot style. Let's be honest. When we were looking at them, they were passing. They were misplacing a lot of passes. The better team was Ipswich. It's just that Liverpool had more quality than them, so they were able to get the win. And if you look at both goals, it didn't come from intricate passes. It came from the same style they played on the club. So again, it's like that. The way that we have to go as a team, it's not a long way. I don't think it's going to be a long way, but it's still a bit of road ahead to go, basically.
All right.
Let me ask you this question before you go quickly. Yeah.
Sure.
Do you think that because obviously that box just said that we didn't score as much as Brighton, and Brighton scored 3, yeah, and they've got a new manager, and you're saying that they're playing the same system from before, they're already familiar with it. So does that mean that we don't stand a good chance against Brighton next week then?
No, we're gonna win against Brighton. Don't get it twisted. We're gonna win. And I think a lot of people are looking at Brighton right now. Don't forget, the team that they were facing was a 10-man Everton. They got a red card. Before that, they didn't score a goal. After that, that's when they started scoring. So again, it's like I understand that a lot of people are like very cautiously optimistic right now about the team, and they're a little bit like they're they're trying to be very, I don't know how to say it, but basically they're not trying to put all their hopes up like like, oh, we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that. They're just trying to see the how we play a game at a time, and hopefully that is enough progression to see how we are gonna fare against Liverpool, which is our game after Brighton. So right now, I think yes, we'll beat Brighton, and I'll say I think it was gonna be a 2-1 game. We're gonna win 2-1.
All
I
right.
don't think it's gonna be an easy game to watch, but I think we're still gonna win.
Crash.
Well, I hope so. I hope
big
so,
up.
bro.
Yeah, I hope you're right. Joe, Crash is saying we should be patient. We shouldn't, it'll take time for things to gel, etc., etc. And I respect that. But at the same time, I want to get goals, man. I want to just be like, like.
And let's be real, it's not like the things aren't gelling. Yeah, we are seeing the reason why we're talking about chances missed is because chances were created. Yeah,
Exactly.
so we must be doing something right. It's just in the final third. It's just the final pass. It's just the final touch. That's what we're lacking. So with that, that's the area we need to improve, and hopefully that's what Ruud van Nistelrooy will improve over the season, in it. Yeah, we'll start getting some goals. That's what we need, goals. Yeah, we are getting the opportunities. We just need goals, people. Let me see what this big McGinn lover wants to say to me. Yo, Charles.
Big man,
Oh,
see,
go ahead.
I'm not hearing that I got an eye issue. I know what weed eyes look like, bro. I smoke weed myself. I'm on
Charles,
that
Listen,
thing,
Charles,
bro.
it's an
I'm
eye
a good
infection. It's an eye infection. What are you
I'm not hearing. See,
infection. What do you think my name is,
bro,
Sancho? Look closer.
I'm not listening, fam. I'm not listening to
Look
none of that.
closer.
It's weed, bro.
It's not
Yeah,
eyeballs, fam. You
that
see that looks like weed, fam. Are you
No,
bro.
mad?
it's
Do you
okay.
know
I
what we?
like how you think I'm some kind of optician that knows about eyes, bro. I see
Then
weed
shut
is
up then.
weed,
If you
bro.
take your eye
Like I
condition, then you
don't
have to agree with me.
care, fam.
Listen,
And
what
anybody
is
that wants
good
to
better
take
than
what I'm
ugly, man?
saying
What's
as
good better than
gospel,
ugly?
that's your business. I don't care.
Nah,
You
shut
can
up.
believe me or not. Back to the
You
team
know?
at hand, yeah.
Let's
I was on the group chat telling people that we need to get rid of harassment 2025 for Victor Boniface. Man, them were arguing with me. But that's just by the way, yeah. Why are you man
Rasmus
trying to
wasn't even
sell
playing.
Sancho? Why are you man trying to
Rasmus
sell
wasn't
Sancho,
even
bro?
playing.
Rasmus. Why are Rasmus Hoyland? Why you want to get rid of Rasmus Hoyland, bro?
You're asking me why I want to get rid of harassment. Me, young Acne, young Claire.
I thought you said you give everybody a clean sheet. You were supporting the team. The man didn't even step a foot in the pitch, and you're saying that's why we should get rid of Rasmus.
You
Why not someone that was on the pitch?
Did you hear Charles? Did you hear what he said?
No, that's haram.
To make matters worse, he said he wants Victor Boniface. Charles.
Brother, wait. Don't tell me that you don't rate Boniface, but you rate Hoyland. That is mad. That is mad. But that's just by the way. And again, I said sell him next summer, not this summer. I'm giving him one more season. You
Yeah.
understand? I'm being fair.
Okay.
Next year, though, bye bye. Now, why do you guys want to sell Sancho? Like, why? Why is it pressing you guys to sell the young lad?
So listen, Sancho, what right now you can tell that Sancho and Ten Hag are not gelling. Like they
Nah,
say,
that is false. That is false. We haven't seen anything to the
Charles,
contrary.
did you see Ten Hag's celebration for the community shield? Sancho was about to come on. He was so excited, and then he looks to his left, probably who was gonna hug whoever player that was. He saw that it was Sancho, and then he said, "It's this guy." Didn't
Oh,
you see
so
that?
yeah, now you're what do you call it? Them experts and things,
No,
fam.
but
Them body
non-verbal.
language experts and things,
Listen,
fam.
Charles,
Because no, no,
the
it's the truth
non-verbal.
Oh
now. We're
yeah,
all we're all reading
what's the
into things
sidekick?
now. But is like he is the body language expert. Joe Blackman is in the know. He knows Sancho's father. He knows Eric Ten Hag's uncle.
I
Everybody
don't
knows
know. I said
everything, fam.
allegedly.
You
I said it's my suspicion.
Screw all that alleged bullshit, fam. You guys are day in, day out trying to sell this brother, and then you're telling me body language. Did you see in the community shoot when they scored? We wanted to celebrate. Loud that rubbish. Everything
Charles,
loud it.
do you buy the ear infection story though? Do you think it's true?
I don't care. What's my business? Sancho didn't play. Eric Ten Hag said that he didn't pick him because he has ear infection. We have an
I think
abundance
that's
of
foolishness.
we
Do
have
you
an
believe it?
abundance. Hold on, we have an abundance of wingers also. So there was no reason to press the young lad to play. That's all it is. If in the next game
No,
we,
but I
we
say, do
see,
you believe it? All right, Charles, I'm asking your personal opinion now. That's what it says. You know, we can all read something and
yeah,
read it and
I'll
believe it or
just
not.
I'll
Do you
take it.
believe it?
Yeah, I'll take it. I've seen Mandem be training on Friday, Saturday. They tell me they have a fever. It happens. I'm not going to
Yeah, but I'm
stress
saying you
myself.
take it. Yeah, you take it. But do you
Yeah,
think
I take
a
it.
player like Jaden Sancho, right, on the opening day of the season, is going to take an ear infection and say, I can't play?
Why is
Would
man
you?
acting
Is
like
that
as
something
if
you would
people?
do?
No, is it because it's opening day that he will not get sick? Is it because it's opening day? He's a
I
human
never said
being.
that. I'm just asking a
I
question.
buy it,
People
brother.
play.
Listen,
People
yeah.
play through injuries.
Wait till
People
the
play
next
through
match
injuries, let
before you
alone an
start reading
infection.
into things. Wait till the next match. If he's not on the bench again and they say it's ear infection or nose infection or whatever, he's going bald, alopecia and things. Then we know it's fake. But for now, calm down.
I don't think. All right, if he makes, I don't think he's going to make it to the next match. If he does make it to the next match, then I think he's staying because obviously the window's closing soon.
Exactly. And
And
then you body
so
language experts and things, yeah,
I never
telling
said
me
nothing
you
about body
wanted to
language
hug
experts.
somebody.
You said I'm in the
Nah,
know or some shit like that. I
nah,
don't. I
it's
ain't
not
looking
you.
at
I'm
nobody's
I'm
body. I ain't
talking
watching no
to
man's body, fam.
Mr.
I ain't
V-neck
watching no
over.
man's body. I shut up. I shut up, man. I ain't watching no man's body, fam. Anyway, anyway, I don't listen. Charles always comes in and starts our stupidness, you know. Like, what's wrong? How did you aggravate this man by telling him about body language, man? Why did you aggravate this man? Charles activated.
No, he's too funny. He's too funny. Well, here's the thing. Like he, I hear him saying that we shouldn't be reading into the situation too much. Sure, I kind of hear that point, but at the same time, bro, we have to just we know the player that Jaden Sancho is. He's had a lot of time at this club already, and let's be fair. Like the interest in from PSG is real, and we have a situation here where they have a player that we want, we have a player that could add to that team. Why don't we just go ahead and just get him out of here, bro? Like he's not necessarily like looking like he's adding a lot to our squad. Like if you look at the lineup, right? So you could say if you swap Sancho, if you swap Rashford with Sancho, then maybe Sancho scores those goals that Rashford got, right? The moment that Rashford had, like Sancho would have done a better pass to Garnacho, right? But we all know Rashford is not getting dropped. We all know Rashford is one of those people that is just going to, bro. It's
I
the
actually don't think. I actually don't. I think they said that they're going to start with a certain team, yeah.
yeah.
And if people don't stay up with the performances, we'll see what happens in it. It's kind of like what Charles was saying, isn't it? If he's
You
on the bus next week, isn't it? Like
you
I'm not
You
saying that obviously Rashford will be on the bus next week, obviously. But what I'm getting at is the level that they're going to keep showing. If they keep showing the levels, it's a very long season. That Crash was also saying that we started with this team because of certain circumstances, right?
Mm,
So think about it. As people start coming back being fit, people are going to get moved around.
I
And I don't
really
know.
hope that's true, Joe, because I doubt it, bro. Just have this feeling that Ten Hag is gonna keep playing Rashford until, because like the whole thing is like he's waiting for that one goal, and then he believes the floodgates are gonna open, which is not like an outrageous thing to believe, because at the same time Rashford has scored a lot of goals for Ten Hag the season before last, right? And I just don't like the way the Ten Hag is approaching it, honestly. But anyway, somebody is asking why
Let's
is
get the next
why is
caller.
this not streaming on your channel, Joe? I think he
It
was.
is. It is streaming on my channel.
Guys,
It
go give
is.
Joe a like on his channel and a sub, please. He is almost at 200, 300,
200.
200. We gotta get Joe to 500.
Minor beginnings.
Right. Yo,
And,
step by
uh,
step. It's one subscriber at a time, Joe. So,
Well,
so
let's get the next caller in, though.
let's.
Actually, no, hold on, wait. We've got a members chat. We've got
Hey,
a members chat here from Just Kicks, who's been a member for 4 months. He said, we are awful, or we were awful in front of goal, but we gonna get it together.
mm,
I mean, I think we're gonna get it together too, if I'm being honest. We're gonna get it together, hopefully, because of the likes of Ruud van Nistelrooy. Do you know what I mean?
please, Rude, please. Get us there. 3 away from 200. Come on. By the end of the stream, guys, if you're not subscribed to Backhand Entertainment, this is the moment. Just 3 folks, 3
Just
people.
3,
Come,
please.
be one of those. Be part of the journey. Get him to 200 ASAP. All right, let's get the next person, bro.
Unless he weren't scared of the ops, you will be. Anyway, yo, the wrap up.
Yeah, good. You good?
Yeah, you good? How you doing, bro? You standing next to a fan?
Yeah. For real.
And,
But
and your name says Ten Hag can leave on a high.
what?
Explain that. Why does your name say Ten Hag can leave on a high? The rap Haven.
I don't know who put that in there, but anyway, what I'm gonna say is this, yeah. What I'm gonna say is this.
You say someone's got a hold of your account, bro. This is your thing, but look at
What is
Look
this?
at the screen.
Look at your screen.
That's mad, but yeah, that ain't me. But anyway,
All right, go on.
I
Brother.
think the
Yeah.
game was decent on an attacking performance. Like the patterns is all right,
Yeah.
but off the ball we're terrible, man. We're not good.
Really? No, I
When it comes-
disagree. Why would you
When
say
it
that?
no, listen.
Oh,
Listen, when it comes to the transition, we're still exposed. We're still exposed. When we play Brighton, we're gonna get exposed when it comes to the transition worse, because they can play out from the back, and because Mount is meaty
You're
as
saying
well.
that's our defense. Is that what you're saying? What can you
What?
explain why did you say that, bro? Like I want to hear, like I want to make sure I understand.
You
Like-
see when we try to push up and we try to press,
Yeah.
we don't always get it right. Like Mount just runs like an aimless chicken. They bypass it, and it's just one-on-one with Maguire. See what happens. See how that happens against Brighton. We're gonna get fucked up, bro.
Brother,
I
And then
agree.
with Liverpool,
I
it's gonna
agree,
be
though,
worse.
because you know what? There was a lot of times that people were breaking on us quite a lot.
That actually happened when after Mount left the pitch, guys. What are you guys saying? When
I
Mason
don't
Mount
know.
was there,
Mount
off the
just
ball, we were
runs.
good. Listen, no.
Mount
You
is
Listen, I'm not
meaty.
saying we weren't good. I'm not agreeing with him completely, yeah, but I agree that against Brighton we're gonna face a different kind of game,
It's
bro.
gonna be worse.
You get what I'm
man,
saying?
telling you.
Against
It's
Brighton, we
worse.
will face a different kind of game, and it was. But you know what? Actually, I believe in my manager, though. Wrap up, yeah. I do believe in my manager. Yeah, I do believe he should be prepared for those kind of games. He has faced Brighton twice, 4 times already in the past 2 seasons, so he should be equipped enough to know. And like Crash said, they've been playing the same system for how many years, so he should know what he's expecting, right?
Mm.
That's a fair point. I'm gonna give him 10 games if I don't see like proper improvements. You know what time it is, isn't it?
So hold on. If you don't see who 10 games, is this why your thing says 10 hard? Can leave on a high. Who are you
No,
talking about?
listen. If I don't
You
see
said-
10, if I don't see patterns of play properly within 10 games, you know what time it is, isn't it?
Wrap up. Did
You
Maguire
better
not
not say defense, bro.
did,
You better not say defense.
did Maguire not impress you?
He was all right. He done Maguire things, innit? He's all right. He can't be a star. You know that. He did his thing, but he's not of the level. We all know this.
Did Mazraoui not impress you?
Mazraoui was man of the match. I'm not going to take it away from him. He's man of the match.
Okay.
Followed by Casemiro, who he done his thing, but we know we need to upgrade there as well. But I'm telling you, Brighton and Liverpool, we need to step it up. Else we're going to get mashed up because that transition is terrible.
See,
I'm just being real, man. I'm just being real.
Let me be real with you. I honestly feel like when Xerxes came in, that's when Fulham actually started having some opportunities. Fulham started having like, those 3-on-2 moments. That moment where Maguire stuck his foot and blocked that pass. We were really looking increasingly vulnerable at that moment. But that's because Mason Mount does a lot of work off the ball, and that's why I disagree fully with your take that's saying that off the ball we're not good.
He's meaty, though, man. He's meaty. He's meaty. Listen. This is what I think. Yeah, I think we should start with Xerxes and just play Bruno in the 10.
Okay.
Mount is just taking up a position. He's not doing enough, man.
What do you want me to say? I mean, what I agree at one part that on the ball, Mason Mount is very weak. I'm gonna lie about that. Like on the ball, he
How's
needs
he
to.
gonna get the 10 and 10 then, fam? How's he gonna get that 10 and
No,
10?
but that's the thing though. He is gonna play next game. You know how Ten Hag plays. You know how Ten Hag does.
10 and 10 goal. You said 10 and 10.
Bro, we have multiple games in the season. It's not just one game that's it. Like you got to understand.
You just came in and said I kind of agree with wrap up that he's poor on the ball.
Yeah, he is poor on the ball. I'm not gonna lie about the play, but that's the thing. I'm not. Listen, it's not up to me. It's not up to me to play the player. It's up to the manager. He's gonna do his job and he's gonna play him wherever he wants to play him. My thing is, I'm waiting to the end of the season because I know he's gonna get 10 and 10. I'm confident. I'm confident, Joe Blackman. All right.
Okay, wrap up. Do you think he can get 10 and 10 if you think he's meaty?
No, I don't think he can get 10 and 10. He's not good enough on the ball. He's not good enough on the ball.
Joe Blackman. I'm just gonna say you're shooting your shot early, bro. You're shooting early.
This guy's only got
bro, when you make a bet, you're always shooting your shot early, bro.
He hasn't
when
got open plays.
You make the bet, innit? You got to back the thing.
I made the bet in open play for 4 years now, and you expect him to get 10 assists.
Stop talking about it.
Bro, I believe in that, man.
So by your logic, Crash and wrap up, Bruno, I'm looking at Stephanie's question. The question is, can Bruno and Mount play together?
No, they can't.
No, they can. They can play together. The problem is, like I said, the finishing. You saw what happened. We were all there. We were all watching the game. Some people were at Old Trafford watching the game. You all saw what happened. They were making chances for each other, but they missed. If they didn't miss, it would be a whole different conversation today where we're talking about, oh, we had a really good game yesterday. We played really well. Something still needs to be fixed, blah, 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 on the ball, off the ball, this, that, the third. But yesterday's game would have been at least like 3-0. But the reason is none of that happened. Now we're here. We're discussing it today. We're talking about like the deficiencies of Mason Mount's play on the ball. We're talking about his efficiencies off the ball. But at the same time, if, like I said, if none of those things happen, we wouldn't be here speaking about it today. But
Xerxes needs to start, in my opinion, next game.
And I agree with you.
Your mouth is moving a lot like a rat. Yappa, 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 yappa. Shut it, please.
Shut it, please. Shut it.
Again!
I had to change the background just so I could freaking talk to you know what? Charles is right. Yeah, you're taking up bare time, fam. I'm telling you this. Charles, listen. Belly,
Okay.
Belly Tech is there, yeah.
Now,
I'm just
see,
telling
yeah.
someone in the back. Belly Tech, wait there. I'm gonna bring you in next. Just gonna give this man time to actually talk
All
about the
right.
game.
Now, see,
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys watched that Garnacho cameo when he came on, like you actually watched it and you didn't just focus on that flimsy assist that he got, yeah?
Sure.
But once Ahmad came off, every time the ball went to the right, the ball died. And this is not to pick on Garnacho, but think of it. Every time the ball went to the right, the ball died. There was a breakdown in our football. We went from playing majorly down the right with Mazrari and Ahmad to playing down the left with Rashford and Lissandro or Dalu. And the thing for me is, you can see that Ten Hag is itching to take Ahmad out of the team. You can see that he's itching. Yesterday, Ahmad was better than Rashford by a country mile, in my own opinion. But when it was time to make subs, we all knew it's Ahmad that's coming off. Right now, Garnacho isn't really doing much to get in over Ahmad in the team, but he got the assist during the weekend. So you just know Ahmad probably isn't going to start the next match. And like with last season, Garnacho can get a run of 5, 6 games, no goals, no assists. He's still going to start. Ahmad right now is looking really shaky for him, even after the strong preseason. And me, I'm worried for that kid. Ahmad, I think this is his last year on his contract or something, or
Hey yo, bro,
I might be
bro.
wrong.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro?
I'm talking about the match.
First of
Garnacho
all,
was
first of
awful
all,
when he
Ahmad
came on.
Ahmad was good in the game. I'm not gonna be
Yeah.
here and say that he wasn't good. He was good in the game, but he came off because he didn't produce anything on the right side. So when that happened, Mazarawi also came off, right?
Yeah.
What do you mean
And
he
after
didn't?
wait, wait,
What
wait,
do you
wait,
mean he
wait, wait,
didn't
wait, wait. Let me
produce?
explain. Let me explain. He bought Garnacho on for fresh legs. We all know that Garnacho is better off the bench than he is starting on the field. We all know this. Garnacho came on, made an assist, yeah, and he had another chance that he should have put away, but he didn't do it. So you're telling me in those 2 moments, he had 2 moments where he changed the game for us, clear cut moments.
He didn't
He had an
change the
assist
game
for
for
Xerxes
us.
that Xerxes scored, which changed the game. It allowed us to actually have confidence to keep the game in shape. And
Mhm.
then the second one that he had, which he should have put away, he didn't put away, but he still had that chance. When Ahmad was on the field, that didn't happen. Now I'm not saying Ahmad played bad. I'm not saying that at all. He didn't produce anything.
What is that? What do you mean he didn't produce
The
anything? We
final
He
played.
pass
didn't.
was
We
begging.
played.
Yeah,
This
the
is
No,
what
final
you
pass
know.
was
This
dead.
is my being
nah.
honest with you.
Listen. Yeah, because you guys are talking as if you only watch the match in moments, which I don't understand. When Garnacho came on, you watched that kid play. It was a disaster class. If he didn't get that assist, it was a waste of a substitution. And
Listen,
even hold on, and even in that assist, in that entire piece of play, like Garnacho's role was the most insignificant. The finish was better than the assist. If you watch, I think Xerxes passes the ball off to Dalo or somebody who passes it to Garnacho and he hits it first time
Yeah.
across. And then Xerxes taps it in the middle of Scott McTominay and somebody else. Beyond that piece, Garnacho was rubbish. But that
no,
is going to be enough for Eric to start him. That is enough for if you
no. The
when
reason
Ahmad
why
even came
Tenag
off.
Tenag is not going to start Garnacho. That's the thing you don't understand. He's not going to start him. He already has Rashford playing there, and he literally, bro. And this is my problem with
Nah, you man. Do you know what? Move. Stop the yappa yappa. Do you know what? We've got a lot of inside hate. We have got a lot of inside hate. This, you know, I know what, yeah. And I have been trying to preach move to everybody in it, yeah. Man
Yeah.
United versus everything. We do need to stop this player versus player BS, man. It has been going on for too long. It has been going on for too long. Let's be real.
Sure.
Come on. What do you think, Pappy? Like,
Yeah. At the end of the day, I mean, we shouldn't be. We've just played one game. We shouldn't be putting like player versus this player. Too much right now. This is not the moment for that. There's a moment to celebrate and say we got 3 points in the bag. We are actually moving. If right now all the teams that have 3 points stand up, we also stand up. You know what I mean? That's the main thing. But I was wanted to hear Crash land this point though. You sent him like
no, do you know what? Crash has been in there 3 times, fam. No, he's no. You know what? I should actually give Crash a ban for coming there just to take up Charles's time, blood. Like, seriously, you should. I know Charles is gone. Charles got pissed off because he kept chatting over his time, fam. Do you know what? I need to bring back the timer. The time is great. When I've got a few, when I've only got a few heads in here, I should just put it on 5-minute timer or something. You got 5 minutes. Let's talk. Yeah,
Sure.
Because some people get too much time. Crash.
Yeah.
Yo,
big up Bailey.
Bally Tech.
Bally Tech
in the building.
Big
up all the man them inside. I listen,
it's the road, man.
Yeah, man. I listen, yeah. All that talk about how he's gonna do this and that with Ahmad. Listen, yeah. Ahmad played a good game, but because he didn't do nothing, you have to switch it up. If the manager don't switch it up, it's his head on the chopping block. Garnacho came on, cool. He didn't really have a preseason. He still came on, produced something. We won the game. 3 points in the bag. That's what we need to do. That is called use of squad. Now, the problem that we have as a fan base is we want to see certain players play. Yeah? We want to see these players play. When they get burnt out and injured, they start complaining about the manager overusing the players. The manager's got favourites, this, that, and the other. Ahmad is getting minutes now. He wasn't getting minutes before. But if you don't produce something in 60 minutes, bro, you need to come off the pitch and let another man come on and see what you can do. You need to. Yeah, bro, you need to. If you don't
got enough time on the pitch, and not only that though, but at that point, he needs to make a choice as who he thinks going to actually impact the game at this point, innit?
Yeah, definitely. And another thing was before the match even started, I think before people knew what the lineup was, people were complaining, he's not going to play Ahmad. He's itching to put Garnacho in. He's itching. Ahmad started. He started, he had his chance. And at the end of the day, I think I've kind of deeped what the manager does. When he brings a young player into the team, he doesn't just say, I like this guy and throw them into the team. He makes them prove it first. I'm going to give you 10 minutes. Let me see what you do in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you 5 minutes. Let me see what you do in 5 minutes. If you somehow do something in that 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, then the next time I put you in, I expect you to do something. And there's players that produce something every time they come on the pitch, like Mano, like Garnacho. And these are the reasons why they've kind of established themselves to play in a bit more in the team. So people like Jadon Sancho, when they play and they don't do anything, that's why they get shipped out of the team. That's why they don't play. Unfortunately, I like Jadon Sancho. He is a baller's baller.
Let me ask you this question then. Do you believe the excuse that Ten Hag gave? Do you believe the excuse that Ten Hag gave?
Nah, he's going. He's going. He's going. He has to go. Let's be real. Like the Ineos has come in. They've probably spoken to the manager, and the manager's probably told him what he thinks. They've obviously done their investigation. They've realized there's a certain number of players that are unwilling to follow instructions. A lot of them are unwilling. A lot of them made us finish in 8th place. Now we can blame the manager, but the manager, with unwilling players, still won back-to-back trophies. So as far as I'm concerned, there was even an interview where they said, how come you ain't playing the football you played at Ajax? And he said he hasn't got the players that are there to do it.
Yeah.
So on that basis, and on top of that, I think going into that season,
all these Dutch players and people are wondering why he's getting players he's familiar with. He wants to play the football, isn't it?
Yeah, he wants to play the football, but also going into that season, he was trying to get rid of Harry Maguire and some other players that was within that squad. For whatever reason, they refused to go. Then we had an injury crisis, and he had to rely on them. And at that point, they tried to throw him under the bus. So really, and then we had the situation with Sancho refusing to play, and then that even compounded everything. That made everything worse. Yeah. So now, this season, we're trying to freshen things up again. and it's going to be a process. But I seriously believe that when this guy gets what he needs, builds the squad in his image, bro, you see all these other teams that are like, no, Man United can't do nothing. I really want them to continue with this energy because I've slowly started to see the building blocks of why these teams cannot handle us. Another thing with this Mason Mount thing, right? Mason Mount, we know he's not that great on the ball, but off the ball, he's very good. Off the ball, he's probably one of our best players. I'm not even gonna lie. Like all that tackling that he was doing, all that closing down, all of that, it's all a part of Ten Hag's structure, right? He might not start every game when everyone's fit, but he can come in and do a job for us. I know that high pressing play up the pitch is what we're aiming for. So I think when everyone's fit, all we need, I think the icing on the cake after they get the additional signings that they get, if we get a gunman up front, all them chances that we're missing every game, oh my God, these teams are going to get put to the sword. I'm telling you now.
I gotta ask you a question. Doesn't it worry you that from all the big teams, big 6 teams, we are the only one, barring Newcastle, that did not get 2 goals or more?
No, because we started the game without a striker, predominantly. I'm pretty sure all of those teams started with a striker up front or their main front three up front. Rasmus is injured and Xerxes was on the bench for most of the game. So I don't really see it as, we could have scored so many goals in that game. We could have scored like 4 or 5 goals in that game. So I don't really buy into it. So a lot of these man never had any preseason or anything. So I'm not really buying into it. I would more want to give these guys 5 or 6 games to find their rhythm. Then once we start getting into the rhythm and we all the unfit players are coming back from injury and things like that, these teams better be scared of us. Like the way we played City, I'm not even that worried about. I know Brighton play good football, but I'm not actually worried about their football. I'm just worried about our finishing. That's all I'm worried about. I'm not worried about their football.
That's the point that I'm trying to get at. I'll show you something that somebody sent me, Bally. Look at this. Look at this. I laughed at it, but there is some sort of level of accuracy. Before kickoff, we're excited to see Man United play. But between minute 1 and minute 80, like there is a lot of like, what are we watching right now? What is this? Why can't we take our chances? And then we somehow scrape a win. Like, do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
see,
but
is wrong. This diagram is wrong. There should be one more line. Yeah, where it says 20 minutes we played well. Yeah,
like
I think if I'm just to assess the game as a whole, I'm thinking obviously there's anxiety in the fan base. There's a lot of player FC. There's some people that wanted the manager out. There's so many different things, but all we have to understand is the first game. Like some of these guys are not fit. Like Mazraoui, how many preseason games did you see him play? Like he's barely had a few training sessions. He's probably even playing as an emergency. Yeah, he did play quite well for somebody who hasn't had any preseason, but then some players actually need a run of like 3-4 games just to get into it. And historically, I mean, even under Fergie, I've seen some horrible opening days of the season. So I mean, it does happen, and yeah, we just have to be a bit patient. But our fan base ain't patient. You've really got people anxious about players not playing and players getting subbed, and he planned to sub this man and that man. Bro, these men are still in pre-season with real games, bro. Like some guys need 60 minutes, and if you play them anymore, if you don't be surprised if 2 or 3 games later they have one leg. You know what I mean? So we just have to be patient and just know that it's coming. I
I hope you're right.
Right?
But you know what? No, how much games do you think that we? Well, you don't think we're playing amazing football, but you do see some sort of improvement in what we've done, right?
The improvement is off the ball. The improvement is in the defending. The improvement is not conceding as many shots as we were doing last season. The last time we played Fulham, Joe, we conceded, I believe, about 6 or 7 shots on target. But
Yeah.
yesterday it was only 2 shots on target. Is that progress? Yes. Defensively, progress.
Winning the ball high up the pitch, we're obviously getting back at them quicker. So people can't say they can't see a pattern of play anymore. It's whether or not we're going to be able to execute it well enough, and that's why hopefully some players still need to leave.
But offensively, Joe, it's what I think Thor said earlier on. We gotta.
Someone earlier on said, trust the process. My thought was, what's the process?
You know the process now, bro. Don't ramp like you don't know the process. You need to cut the end of that off. The process is known. Ineos. The rebuild is on. Ten Hag is the man. That is the process. Ball head to the future.
Well, the process is not showing me progress. I need process and progress together. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I have no idea what he's talking about. Why can you not see progress? How can you not see the process? What is you mean? Bro, come on now. Now you're just being silly. Don't be silly.
I need to see goals. Let's bring in Wale. Let's hear Wale's perspective. Let's bring in Wale into the conversation.
Wale. Nope.
What is that?
Is that Wale?
Oh, brother.
That means his computer just shut down.
No, I'm still here.
So what the hell is that?
I'm here.
It says that his camera's not open. That's what
it's my camera. My camera is not open.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, you're here. Big up, Wale.
Yo, I only have a few things to say regarding the game yesterday. I think.
Sure.
I mean,
what's good?
What's good, guys?
Yeah.
I think we played well compared to how we usually start the season. A lot of times we start the season pretty slow and come into it a little bit later. But yesterday, I was glad to see that, even though we gave Fulham some chances against us, we were resolute at the back. Maguire did a good job with some last-ditch tackles. Licha was strong against Adama. He did get rinsed once, but he didn't let it happen again.
Yes.
And then I think the back four, I was very happy to see how we worked together. I was a little scared when Mazraoui came off in the 81st minute because I was just worried that something would happen. But we got our goal. We got 3 points. We have something to build on for the next games moving on. I don't think this is the time to criticize players. It's the beginning of the season, and so we need to build on the wins, and we need to start putting the fear factor into players coming into Old Trafford. That's it.
Ooh, okay. So let me ask you this then. Go on, Bots. You want to ask something? I talk a lot.
No, it's the fear factor question that I want to piggyback off and say. So, I think our game versus Brighton is away, but our next home game is Liverpool. Will they be scared of us or not?
Well, to bring the fear factor into Old Trafford, we need to build on wins. So Liverpool would not be scared of us. They already beat us in preseason, but we have a potential to take points away from Liverpool or get all 3 points, and that builds the fear factor in Old Trafford. When you look at teams, for example, I was watching the matches today. I was looking at Arsenal versus Wolves. Wolves don't have a bad team. They had chances, but you could tell that they were afraid to move out of their defense.
You saw that Saliba mishap, and then Wolves didn't capitalize on it.
Exactly. That's when you're nervous. That's when you go to a stadium and you're thinking to yourself, crap, maybe someone's behind me, maybe someone's close, and your legs get shaky. You're not trusting yourself. We need to do that in Old Trafford. We need to build. Remember the first season Ten Hag came. Sometimes we'll go down by 1 goal, but we were just we knew we were going to win that game still. Because teams were afraid of us, because we built after that first, I think it was two losses, Brentford and Brighton, and we went on a winning streak and we didn't lose for a long time. When teams came to our home, they knew that they probably were we're probably going to lose. So we need to do that again this season. I think we shouldn't fuss about the small details here and there. This player didn't do this, that player didn't do that. We got 3 points. Next time we try again, get 3 points. And the more we build on it, as the season goes, teams will be afraid to come to us.
Got it.
You know what? Big up. You know what? I really like that point. I wasn't ready though, so I'm gonna give you a clap now.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, let me ask you this then, yeah. Do you think we are ready for the Brighton game? Because that is our next fixture, yeah?
Yeah, I think so. And the reason I say that is because at least some of the players would have had some games under their legs. Some players would have had some time in the training ground to gel together and build some chemistry. I do like what Xerxes. I love the fact that we have Xerxes because we don't have to be so just feeling like we're in the dark because Rasmus is not playing. You know, Bruno had some chances yesterday, missed it. I'm a little forgiving of those chances because Bruno is not a center forward. I'm forgiving of the players who missed yesterday because they're not strikers. If my strikers are missing chances, then I'm worried. But Xerxes came, 1 touch, 1 goal. So he's already started on a good foot. You know, he's already started on a front foot. He's going to be excited for the next game to come. With more rest, with more time on the training pitch, if he comes in a little bit earlier in the match or starts, you know, I'm a little bit more assured. And, you know, as Bruno already promised us as well, to all those who had him on the fantasy league, you know, he's going to repay us. So we can look to our captain to get us some assists, some goals. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the next game. I really am, because we looked good on the pitch yesterday. We really did.
Just now, I want to ask this question because he mentioned fantasy league. Everybody, make sure that you get on that fantasy league. What are your points at this moment in time, bro?
I haven't looked at it. I'm a little scared because I didn't pick well this weekend. I haven't looked.
Did you pick Bruno?
I did not pick Bruno. No, I did not.
Did you hear?
Wait.
You're Man United fan. You didn't
No,
pick Bruno.
I'll tell you why I didn't put. I'll tell you why I didn't pick Bruno.
Okay, which Man United players do you have on your team?
What United players? This is what I'm about to say. In the past, when I've picked United players, we've played really poorly. So I'm scarred, bro. I'm not doing it. So
How many Man United players do you have on your team, fam?
I put no Manchester United.
Shut
up.
No. I want to ask.
How many players for Man United on his team? Get it? Hey.
He charges for Wale.
Charges, I think so, bro. Not one Man United player.
No. I think he has a Man United player.
He said not one, and I'm not bringing him back.
No, really? He said not one? That part just probably.
Bro, he hasn't got one player. All right, before I bring him back, yeah? Because it's a sin bin. He's telling me it's not a sin bin, so you got time to type in a chat, yeah? Tell me if you have one Man United player on your team. He said no, blood. Do you have a yes or no? Man United player on your team, yes or no?
Everybody throw tomatoes at Wale because he doesn't have one Man United player. Nah, that's a violation.
It's believe. You know, like if you believe in your team, you would have at least one guy from your team. Now, why do you support the team, blood?
Right.
You don't even have one person on your team. You don't think that we're going to do shit then? You think we're going to finish outside the top 5?
He says he can't convince me.
It's not, I'm going back. You know, it's not about convincing me. Yeah? So you think that we ain't going to do nothing then, basically. That's why you've not got nobody in our team. In your team.
No. You tell me you don't have some superstitions. You tell me.
So Wale, that's how you're trying to win the game by saying hold on to your United players, and you're choosing all the players.
I pick the ops player who I want to see do badly because that's what's happened in the past. That's not a sin bin. It's just the truth.
None, bro.
It's not. It's just the truth. I would much rather lose a fantasy Premier League match than my team to lose a match. Okay. So in the past, when I picked my team players, those specific players do badly. I'm not doing it again. I don't care what you say.
Man, bombastic
side. You know what? I'll be honest with you, bro. No. I'm going to tell you this right now, bro. Yeah? Right now.
Your mouth is moving a lot like a rat. Yappa, 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 yappa. Shut it, place.
And to be honest,
Nothing left.
it's late and I don't want to listen to your rubbish. You about superstition. You don't believe in your team if you ain't got one Man United player. And if you think it's superstition, fine, whatever in it, yeah. I hope we do well with nobody on your team and everybody else that you chose to do rubbish too, yeah.
Wow.
Guys, crazy. Wow. Not one player. Have you ever made a fantasy football team and not have one of your players in there?
Bro, I try put too many Man United players, then I realize I'm like, oh yeah, no, I need to.
Exactly.
I'm only allowed to, you know, Thor is throwing every vegetable.
Every vegetable, fam. You know what?
Ass up, lock his ass up. You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
Lock Wale up. No, for real. This one is a violation.
If you ever come on KG stream, I'm going to throw vegetables and light up the stream with you, bro.
Wale, you're going to court, fam. You're going to court. Tomorrow, we got to set up a court date. We got to let KG know that, like, Monday morning, court for Wale, court session for Wale. This is
not one. I think we'll talk about it first. We'll talk about it and then we decide if it needs to go to court. Because not one Manchester United player on your fantasy football team is wild. That's crazy.
But he tried to spin it off with the I'd rather suck in fantasy league. And then
whoa, you ever do what? Nah, I didn't hear him say none of that, bro. Come on, no.
Get your mind out the gutter, Joe. I said I'd rather not do well. Come on, man. Come on.
It's late now. It's past 12 o'clock for me. I tell my man where to be at 12 o'clock at night, blood. You're the one keeping me up this late about your American time.
Okay, listen. About what Wale said something though that made me that had my wheels turning a little bit, and I was just like, what? We talked a little bit about, obviously, in the show today earlier on as well. We talked about Mason Mount and Bruno Fernandes not being able to play together, right? I want to ask you this question, Joe. Can Scott McTominay and Joshua Zirkzee play together? Reason why I asked this is because if you saw that goal that Zirkzee scored, McTominay was close to Zirkzee. He was actually gonna. If Zirkzee was very close, he was gonna kill Zirkzee. Huh?
Listen, McTominay always occupies the striker's position. We've always seen that. Anyway, he just gets in the way. But because he's the natural. He's also a guy that has been told, bro, just get in the box. When you're brought on, go get us a goal. It's evident. He's doing what he's told, but he does that better than defending. So I'm glad for it.
Yeah.
At least you can see he was in the right position too. He should have banged it too.
Yo. You said what? You said banged it? Fam.
He should have banged the. You know what? You tell me to get my mind out and then you do dumb things, man. You know what, man? I swear to God, you say dumb things after you know what, man? Time to end the show. Go see this guy wherever you go find him, somewhere having a football power hour nap, probably eating food somewhere, right? Come find me on Backhand Entertainment if I ever drop anything, because I don't drop enough. And guys, please make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. And what you're gonna say?
I gotta say this for the stats merchants out there. Anybody that's a stats merchant and that believes in XG, even though we didn't score 2 goals like our ops and so forth, we had the highest XG, 2.43 XG, expected goals. So honestly, the goals will come. I love that most of the callers today were preaching patience. If you look at all the teams that have played, the second highest XG goes to West Ham with 2.40. So we are top of the league in the XG table. So anyway, that's a nice way, I think, to say better signs, better things are coming ahead. So,
Guess what?
So, I don't care.
That's for the stats merchants. Okay.